Did you know? The B-25 Mitchell medium bombers were used to bomb Japan during the famous Doolittle raid during World War II. There were 16 in number. All of the aircraft were lost, but only 3 Americans lost their lives and 8 were captured. The raid is portrayed in the 2001 film Pearl Harbor.
Every once in a while on the show, we get a story that literally just comes to us. Recently, we were contacted by our good friends at the Salisbury Jaycees, who told us about a remarkable young woman who was going to be passing right through our neighborhood. And when we found out about the incredible project she was working on, we just had to check it out. So we took a trip to the Atlantic Hotel in Berlin, Maryland, to see for ourselves if the story we heard was true. The story was about a young woman from Delmarva who was running across the entire state of Maryland to help raise money for a great cause.
But I started in Cumberland, which is western northwest Maryland, run around the top of Maryland, didn't cross the Bay Bridge, and then went down and then down 213, 50, and then out to Ocean City.
We met Caitlin and her considerable entourage at mile marker 132 on Route 50 in Berlin. She's on the last leg of her 400-mile-plus journey, which will end at Ocean City. So we wanted to know, what was her main motivation to run all the way across Maryland?
I originally started to raise money for amputees who cannot afford prosthetics. So I'm raising money for Limbs for Life, and the reason I chose them is because they help veterans, they help kids that were born without limbs, they help people who are in accidents, and they don't have any limitation on who they help. So I chose them. When I was a junior in high school, the word prosthetics just popped into my head. I don't know if it was God, I don't know what it was, but it wouldn't leave my mind. But that year I started running track and fell in love with it, and running helped me through the good and the bad. And then it just kind of dawned on me that if I woke up and I didn't have legs, it would really impact my life. And there's people that deal with that every day, so I wanted to help those people. And I kind of forgot about the whole idea through my last couple years of high school, but when I was a freshman in college, I went through the cross-country season and, you know, kind of felt lost of purpose, didn't really love running like I used to. So I finished the season off, quit the track team, and then decided, I got a journal and wrote down things I wanted to do in my life again since I felt lost of purpose, and remembered this and just decided to finally do it. Well, I've had a tremendous amount of support. Of course, my family and my friends have all been there. Our local radio station's calling me every day, and that helped get a lot of donations in. And just like a lot of little support all adds up, and most of my donations were only like $20, but it all added up, and now we have almost 22,000. So it's the little things that just make it happen.
An anxious crowd was gathered at the famous arch on North Division Street and the boardwalk in Ocean City, and they sense that Caitlin is just moments away. It's a pretty big deal too, given the media coverage it's attracted. And soon we spot Caitlin on the Route 50 bridge.
No.
There to greet her is Shannon Sim, whose 2-year-old son Nathan has a prosthetic leg.
And she's helping people like my son, and to me that has touched my heart, and I wanted to do what I could to put together a big finish for her here.
Hey, you said it, let's go! Let's go, Caitlin!
But as long as you've already run 410 miles, you may as well go all the way. We wanted to know what was next for Caitlin. After all, the sign on the Route 50 bridge reminds us that Sacramento, California is a mere 3,073 miles away.
I'll be there in like 4 months.
All right.
Get out the Delmarva!
Coming up next, check out a scenic daytime destination that's not too far from any place on Delmarva.